Welcome to this presentation on environmental stewardship for a sustainable future. Please take note of the contact details provided on screen as we prepare to look at the complex biological machinery keeping our world running. Biodiversity functions like active, invisible software, a complex network of biological code that keeps the planet and our civilization operational. This system runs on three distinct levels. First, genetic diversity, the varied DNA allowing populations to adapt. Next, species diversity, the variety of flora and fauna from apex predators to insects. Finally, ecosystem diversity maps how species and environments form functional biomes, like mangroves. These three pillars must work together in precise balance to maintain a functioning ecological machine capable of supporting human life. Think of this underground network as the planet's engine room. These ecosystem services perform the heavy lifting of climate regulation, water purification, and soil fertility. These services flow up into a canopy of human benefits, directly yielding our food security, livelihoods, and market stability. Global supply chains and market stability depend on consistent raw inputs from the natural world. When soil health or water cycles fluctuate, the economic cost of doing business rises, and resource scarcity becomes a systemic risk. Protecting the environment is a direct safeguard for our own food supply, our economic foundations, and our core life support system. Right now, that life support machine is experiencing critical failures due to human intervention. Four primary physical forces are actively tearing down these ecosystems. We are seeing the impacts of widespread deforestation, severe habitat destruction, the spread of invasive species, and the aggressive overexploitation of natural resources. Alongside those physical attacks, we face a global pollution crisis, which acts as a primary driver for the loss of plant and animal life. This graphic breaks the pollution crisis into four distinct vectors: industrial air emissions, chemical runoff polluting our water, toxicity degrading our soil, and the persistent threat of plastics. This diagram illustrates a critical loss of capacity. Healthy ecosystems, like the mangroves on the right, act as carbon sinks that absorb CO2. By destroying them, we lose our most effective natural climate mitigation technology. We are dismantling the Earth's natural self-cooling and self-filtering technologies faster than they can regenerate. To halt this degradation, we deploy active conservation strategies, starting with the establishment of strict physical boundaries around vulnerable flora and fauna. This map shows how we isolate and protect these areas. We designate specific zones as national parks for broad protection, wildlife sanctuaries for specific species, and biosphere reserves to balance conservation with sustainable human activity. But physical borders require legal frameworks to be effective. In India, we rely on specific legislation like the Biological Diversity Act of 2002 and the Environment Protection Act of 1986 to enforce these boundaries. These local environmental laws and protected physical zones are the essential tools needed to achieve broader global UN sustainability goals. Modern industry is evolving to mitigate these risks. This facility highlights two key shifts: integrating rigorous environmental impact assessments before construction and enforcing responsible sourcing for all materials. This cyclical model is designed to balance resource extraction with regeneration. By actively recycling water and practicing sustainable forestry, we move toward a system that minimizes our impact on the foundations that produce our resources. Individual action is the final layer of this defense. This checklist outlines daily protocols anyone can adopt: reducing personal waste, conserving energy, and reporting illegal wildlife trade. Safeguarding our global ecosystems demands immediate, unified action across all levels of society. Thank you for taking the time to view this presentation today. Please feel free to use the contact details provided here to continue this vital conversation.